Sagittarius, welcome in. This will be a reading for the sign of Sagittarius, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign. Be sure to watch all your signs. This will give you a more overall reading for the whole month. All right. Lovers and the Hierophant. Lovers is on the bottom of the deck, and I split it at the Hierophant. So this might be about someone wanting something long-lasting. But we have no cards out yet, so let's go ahead and see. Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Moon. All right, so the Five of Cups can be the one that got away. It can be just having a pessimistic, a negative outlook on something. It doesn't have to be, oh my goodness, the love of my life got away. It can vary. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. This is when something really came together, was working. And the Moon under there, that would be, can talk about your fears, what you're not seeing. But I really want to go with the Five of Cups was the first card out, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So we'll be able to clarify. I don't want to speak too soon, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards. Wow, the Star. This can represent an Aquarius for some of you. The Star is about having hope and faith, and not only just having, okay, yes, I believe, or I'll pray, or I'll have hope, or, you know, she is naked. She is 100% vulnerable. And she's not only that, but she's pouring everything she has back into it. She believes so much so that she is going to bare her soul, and pour everything she has into this. So this could be, the Three of Pentacles is about when we're working, you know, and things are finally coming together. We're succeeding and actually starting to make money on it. And maybe there was a loss at that. Like maybe you had your own business and it was successful, and then, you know, the pandemic came and crushed that dream. You've had some losses. And you really believed in it. But this is kind of the heart of the reading. This is the energies that we're coming into. Under the deck is the King of Cups. So he is the master. He masters his emotions. He doesn't let them control him. He is cool, calm, and collected. He is, though, the sign that doesn't talk about his emotions. So he kind of holds those close to his chest. Let's go ahead. So for you, the King of Cups, it could represent a water sign in your life, and that you're having hope or faith in that. And it could just represent the energy that you're in, as far as having that hope and faith and just really, you know, giving it your all, believing. So let's get the current situation. Strength. This can represent a Leo for some of you. However, the Strength card is your current situation. So this is, you know, after this hardship, this loss, when something was really working and succeeding, there's this loss of it. It's more of an emotional loss. This is kind of taming the ego, taming our, you know, the beast, where we are coming at things with strength. We're, you know, pouring everything into it. Wow. Two of Cups is under that deck. Two of Cups is, you know, where we're both pouring into each other's cups equally. It's a mutual partnership. Doesn't have to be love, but it sure can be. So okay, I need to get more cards. Having that courage, that strength, maybe, you know, taming our bruised ego currently. So let's get the future card. Or actually, let's get the past. Usually I go here, here, and then I do the past, then the future, then the advice. Let's get the past. What is the recent past? Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is like persistence. It's, you're at your last, the last stretch of this thing where you have to dig deep and give it your all because you're almost there. It's persistence. It a lot of times is, the guy is bandaged, like where he is like the wounded warrior. All right, so Page of Wands is under the deck. So something that you have felt very passionate about, whether it is this relationship or this business, this career, this you've been wounded possibly by that in the past. I need to get the future, and we're going to need to do some clarifying. I'm trying to really pull in this Three of Pentacles for different ways, but because some readers read the Three of Pentacles as a third party situation, and that does go with the Five of Cups, you know, like grieving a relationship, feeling sad and at a loss. But usually for me, the Three of Cups represents that because cups are our emotions. But Pentacles is in the physical world, the 3D. So it very much could have been, if it was a third party situation, a physical, you know, there wasn't any emotion in it. It was just a physical act of a third party, you know, someone cheating, you know, that's usually what cheating is anyways, right? It's a physical, and not so much emotional cheating, but physical cheating. But the Hierophant came out for the future. And when I was splitting the deck, we did have the Lover's card and the Hierophant. I split the deck at the Hierophant, if you remember there. And then we have the Moon. The Moon again. This represents our fears, things hidden, things we can't quite see yet. Most of the time we are needing to trust our gut and trust our intuition. The Hierophant represents something long-lasting. It also represents our moral compass. It's basically like our spiritual rule book, our morals and our values. So Sagittarius, possibly you are the one that stepped out of the relationship. And maybe this is a new way for me to tell, you know, when my cards are talking to me, if it is, you know, Pentacles versus Cups, maybe it's if it's somebody else cheating or the person cheated, or possibly you messed up, and now you've lost the one that got away. Like you're grieving the one that got away. You're putting yourself out there and being very vulnerable, giving it your all, trying to have the courage, because it was something. Well, this is the future here. So what do we have? We have the fears. So you're afraid, something that could have been forever. You're afraid. I mean, this is saying long, you're okay. For some of you, it can talk about something long lasting, getting advice, different things like that. And for some of you, it can mean your moral compass. I feel like with the moon card coming up underneath, it's more so this moral compass. Let's get the advice, and then we'll clarify. Wow. 10 of Cups. The advice is 10 of Cups. That's happily ever after. Your heart's desire. Well, the 9 of Cups is heart's desire, your wish come true. The 10 of Cups is your happily ever after. Happy life, happy home, making a home, family. And it is all about emotion. 10 of Pentacles is the same, but it brings in the house and the legacy and all of that. Under there, we have the Queen of Swords. So for some of you, you could be dealing with an air sign. Let's see. I'm going to need to clarify. Now, if we're not dealing with an air sign, the Queen of Swords, her energy tells us she is basically out to harm none, but she will cut you out if you harm her. And if this is our advice, if it could be, we definitely need to clarify. Don't harm anyone. Be out to harm none, but make sure you protect your happily ever after, is what it could be saying. But let's go ahead. I am going to use these. Let's go ahead and Nine of Cups under the deck, and the Ace of Wands splitting it. So passion and your heart's desire. Ooh, Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Queen of Wands, that could be you, Sagittarius. Okay, so tell me about the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Perseverance. Okay, so when the Three of Pentacles is talking about things have finally come together and there's movement, there's production, we're making money on whatever we're creating. If that is delayed, where we have this loss, whether it be the pandemic or something like that, and now you're in this energy of having this hope, needing to have the hope and faith and pour everything you have into it. The Seven of Pentacles is the card of perseverance. To hang in there. You are basically waiting for your fruit to get ripe, and that's when they're ready for picking, you can reap the rewards, just like you did when it was the Three of Pentacles. It's a lot of times that energy that can feel like, do I need to come up with a plan B? Why is this taking forever? Or do I need to give up and start something new? Sort of energy. But this card tells us, because it is in the upright position and not reversed, that to have perseverance and that you will be rewarded. Under the deck, we have the King of Cups. He is all about balance. He is compassionate. He masters his emotions. He doesn't necessarily talk about his emotions, but he doesn't let them rule him. So keep your cool. So for those of you in this, where you're starting to create something and then it's taken a loss, be persistent and persevere, because and keep your head. All right, let's see what, let me clarify the Strength card. So just like I was saying here, she is out to harm none, but she's going to fight and protect what is hers. Her, her happy home. So, you've suffered a loss. Something that was working is no longer. Have the hope and faith. Wow, celebration. You got the Four of Wands. So this is the marriage card. It's the marriage card because it represents the home. It represents a celebration. It can represent stability and harmony and community. However, it's the 1111 card. It is, with the four pillars. So I feel like when it comes to your stability, is how I'm reading this card based on the reading, to have the strength and the courage and the hope and the faith to keep at it. Let's see what's under the deck. The Seven of Swords. So this is a card of deception, betrayal, theft. When we get this card, it is like we've got to be careful. Not that somebody is stealing from us or deceiving us. This is our reading, and it's about ourselves. This is telling us to not steal our own happiness. To make sure that we take time to celebrate, that we come with grace. We're not here to, cut off our nose to spite our face sort of thing. We're not here to harm anyone. And we don't want to give up. We want to persevere. So it's almost like, don't steal your second chance at making this happen. Is how I'm reading this right now. So let's go ahead and clarify the Hierophant. The Lover's card, the Lover's card. Okay. So this can be it's about a relationship. It doesn't have to be love, but it most certainly can be. It's about a commitment. But ultimately, the Lover's card is about a choice. And what's interesting is that choice is usually when we are at a crossroads in a relationship, And we're trying to decide if we have the same morals and values and all of that. Well, look what it's clarifying, the Hierophant, which is about our moral compass. So for some of you, this is going to be a business reading about your business and a partnership, because the Three of Pentacles can talk about collaboration. And so you might have collaborated with someone and suffered a loss with your business, or you're disappointed and because it's not moving. For some of you, this is going to be about a relationship where I am not sure what the Three of Pentacles means for your relationship, other than they possibly, might have been talking to someone, you might have been talking to someone, and you're needing to make this choice. Wow, the Six of Pentacles is under the deck. This is the give and take card. Basically, when your cup is overflowing, you give your excess. When your cup is empty, you're graciously able to receive and accept from others. So this tells me if it's the equal give and take. Are they giving to you sometimes and you're giving to them sometimes, and it's fair and balanced? With the sixes are balance. So if we're looking at the morals and the choices in this relationship and we're at a crossroads, we're taking a greater look at, is this balanced? Let me clarify the Ten of Cups. Messenger. Okay, so this is an extra card in this deck. This is the 5-cent tarot. And then I was using the Gilded Royale. And this is 5-cent tarot. So the Messenger talks about your spirit guides. You might be getting signs from the universe. So if you're a wounded warrior, right? And your advice on this situation that's going on is, going for your 9 or your 10 of Cups. Your happily ever after is ultimately why you're needing to make this choice. Are you sticking it out? Do you believe in it? Trust the signs that you're getting. There are, your spirit guides are going to, maybe there's signs in this reading as well, but oh wow, and then the Empress. This is beautiful energy. The Empress is all about, she's about abundance, but it's also about nurturing and taking care of ourselves, and she is the mother, so it can also be a timing card, because the 9-month gestation period. It's about fertility. For some of you, this could be a mother that has passed on that is coming to you in dreams, or that's your spirit guide or your messenger telling you messages through dreams and things. Maybe your mother was an air sign. Okay. And then under that we have movement, 8 of matches, which is the 8 of wands. So messages could be coming in. We're talking about messages again. Messages could be coming in, or things will start moving fast. So that's great. A great sign for feeling like, having this perseverance card where we need to, everything's just kind of taking a while, or how, and the 9 of wands energy as well. Let's see. Let's get a crystal card. Wow. Kyanite. Truth, communication, clarity. Speak your truth. Kyanite cuts through the confusion, fears, and negativity and connects you to your most authentic self, soothing the soul. Kyanite sharpens your leadership skills and enhances communication skills, giving you the boost you need when addressing groups. Kyanite opens pathways and acts as a bridge from person to person, or even between dimensions, delivering telepathic messages. Kyanite is especially great for opening your throat chakra, bringing clarity and focus when you need it. So when it's talking about the fears, we saw the moon card a couple times. When it's talking about negativity, the 5 of Cups on the low, small end can just represent my glass is half empty. I'm negative about this collaboration. Things are working, but I don't really think this is what I want to do. Just being negative about the whole situation. It doesn't have to mean that there was a loss in it, because when we have the 3 of Pentacles, that means things are really coming together. So maybe this is telling you, be patient, give it time, persevere, because the rewards are coming. Or you will grow, the rewards for you could be having that spark and that passion for what it is that you're creating. So cutting through confusion, fears, and negativity, it connects you to your authentic self, soothing the soul. It sharpens leadership skills. So that would be good, enhancing communication skills if you are collaborating with anyone. And then it talks about messages, even telepathic. So, if you are communicating with spirit, and it brings clarity. That is beautiful. All right, let's see. Any other messages or advice for Sagittarius? Unmarked trail. Revelation. Benefactor. Grace and generosity. So this I talked about, this is talking about speaking with grace, acting with grace, like almost humbling your ego, taming the ego, taming the beast, being strong, definitely being strong with the Queen of Swords energy, but doing it with grace. And the generosity, that can talk about when we had the Six of Cups under the deck over here, you know, that balance, the equal give and take. Because that, it is the, oh, I'm not going to be able to think of the word right now. Revelation, unmarked trail. So they're possibly, you know, with the wounded warrior and this, starting this and it's coming together, but maybe you're having the revelation of, this isn't something, you know, this isn't my happily ever after. I'm going to be miserable if I stay in this. You know, maybe there's some kind of revelation that you're realizing that this isn't for you. Maybe it's realizing that you messed up and you know, maybe you're realizing that the, you know, with the Hierophant and the Lovers, that choice that you need to make where you're looking at your morals and you're realizing you guys are not compatible, or you are compatible. And it's going to be different for all of you. I'm going to put these here. What's under the deck? Wandering between realms. I feel like when we are, I feel like that's the, when we're in this, like things are happening and moving and great, like, but we're not feeling it. Like our energy isn't matching the situation. That's kind of how this could feel. Where your heart is elsewhere. Your mind is elsewhere. So you're kind of like stuck in this. And these colors are really, these are really looking similar as far as, that's beautiful. All right, I think I'm going to leave this here and wrap up the reading. If this has helped you, you know, bring clarity or hope, anything like that, make sure, you know, to subscribe if you're new here. Thank you. And hit the bell so that you'll know when I'm on again. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that I have disabled the comments. Even though I love reading, you know, the beautiful comments, I realize that there's scammers out there. So I would rather just not even have that worry. You can show me that this has resonated with you just by liking. Okay, so I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will catch you in my next one.